everyone, it's Natalie here, and I am very excited to show you the new March products from Neat and Tangled. We have got this month 3 4x6 stamp sets. There is also a 2x3 stamp set, and these have some of these have matching dies as well. The 3 with images have matching dies. There is also a standalone die, a cover plate die, which is called Squares and Chevrons, and a sequin mix, which is so pretty as well, and this one's called Light and Luminous. But let me show you all of these products in a little bit more detail, because they are super fun and great for a whole variety of different styles of card making or other projects as well. So let's start off with this one. This one is called Hello Spring, and if you were around a few months ago, there was a very similar stamp set, which was a winter one. Now this is the spring version, and it is very, very cute. What I love about this stamp set is this block of text here is actually a whole block of text, which gives you lots of different chances to do different things with it. But if you were so inclined, you could also just even cut it apart or just stamp 1 or 2 lines out of here. The big image, of course, is the one that says spring, and there is a matching die for that as well, which what I find really great about this is it can be used, like you could just buy the stamp set and be perfectly happy, or you could just buy the die and be perfectly happy with all of the things you could do with this, but of course they also work together. So let me show you what I mean. If you were just to get the die, it comes with 2 parts. It comes with the one for the word and the one for the shadow. I've gone ahead and cut them out here just to show you. So there is the shadow, and there is also the word. And of course, this is the other version of that, the inverse version of that. So you can, as I say, you could just use the die by itself. But the beauty of this is that the die is also perfectly matched to the stamped word spring as well. And I'll show you on the card that I've made a couple of cards with this one. So this first one, I actually stamped the word spring on my paper with this green ink, and then I used the die to cut it out. And then I've used the shadow die to make the white background for this as well. And of course I stamped the block of text here. So that's one option for this stamp set. I also have, on this card, I've just used that block of text because I love it so much. But you do have these other versions in here as well, so you of course don't need to use this block. There are other mix and match ways that you can use the word spring. So you put a spring in my step, or goodbye winter, hello spring, or spring, the perfect time for a fresh start, or of course however you would like to do it. So that one is called Hello Spring, and there is the matching die as well. Super fun. Let me show you what else we've got. The next one, which is very spring oriented, is this one called Friendly Florals. Of course I say spring oriented just because it's flowers, but of course flowers are universal, and you could use this for any kind of project whatsoever. Now there are, I think I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different images which come with, there are matching dies to cut out those 9 different florals as well. And then there are the sentiments that come with it as well. So it makes me happy to see you smile, and I love your face. Now again wanted to show you one of the cards that I have made with this stamp set. So I have used 1, 2, 3, 4 of the different images out of here to use this one, and you can just mix and match them. So this main one is here, and you could just use that by itself. Again, there's other images here which you could just use by itself, but what I love about this is that you can layer them up in so many different combinations. Of course you could color them however you like. I have used one of the sentiments here, but you could use any other sentiment from any of the other stamp sets as well, because, you know, I'm just thinking you could very easily use these flowers with any of these from the Hello Spring set as well. So just, you know, I think you have to have a floral set like this in your stash somewhere because it's just so versatile, and this one is super pretty. So that one is called Friendly Florals and comes with the matching set of dies as well. The next one I wanted to show you is this one. It's called No Words, and ironically it's called No Words, but it is just words. It's a sentiment stamp set, and it's called No Words because this is sort of geared towards it being more of a sorry card, or a grieving card, or a, you know, you've lost someone kind of card. So I love that there are just so many different sentiments here that you can mix and match them in so many different ways to really say whatever it is that you would like to say. And if you don't know what to say in these kind of situations, then you can do something like sending hugs, because there are no words for this. And, you know, I think that's just a really lovely, like, there's so many just lovely sentiments here. You know, there is some ones that talk about praying for you, or please know that I'm praying for you. But of course, if you're not quite that way inclined, there are lots of other versions as well. Wish I could be there with you, or just grieving with you. And during this difficult time, I'm so very sorry. Like, so again, just lots of different ways that you can use this stamp set. I have I've made 3 cards, and the reason I made 3 cards is because of the cover plate die, which we'll get to in a second. But here I have used, so what I did for these cards was I was inspired by the sentiment stamps, and then sometimes I have mixed in some alpha stickers inspired by the stamps. So in the end, my versions say, today and in the days to come, I am here for you. Hugs, because there are no words for this. And sorry for your loss, please know that I'm praying for you. So yeah, lots of different ways that you can just pick and choose the different parts of this sentiment stamp to say what it is that you want to say. So that one is called No Words. And then, since I'm showing you these ones, of course, in the background of all these 3 cards, I have used the cover plate die. And this one is called Squares and Chevrons, and it cuts out, well, squares and chevrons. And you can, I cut them out in pattern paper. And so I used 3 different colored pattern papers, and that's why I've ended up with 3 different cards, because then I just put them together in different ways to come up with the 3 different versions of this background cover plate die to use in the background of my sets, my cards, blah, sorry. But if you saw on this other card that I shared before, I just cut it out in white and used that to add some sort of subtle texture to the background of this card without it becoming too overwhelming. But yeah, so you can do lots of different things with this one as well. And then lastly, one more stamp set, possibly my favorite for this release, just because, one, it's super cute. It's called Little Monster. But secondly, the reason I love this was because it came at perfect timing for me, because it just so happened to be Judah's birthday yesterday, and he just turned 3, so I made him his birthday card with this stamp set because it was just perfect. So there's the Little Monster, and the balloons and the birthday cake and the big title that says Monster, and the matching dies that come with this set will cut out those 4 images from this set, and then again you can mix some different sentiments together. So you can write you little monster, happy birthday, or hugs from me to you, you little monster. Now, if you can just see on my version of my card here, I ended up writing happy birthday, my little monster, just to make it a little bit more personal. And the way that I did that was to just do a little bit of masking, and I used the Y out of you and the M, I think, out of the me, just to put together the my instead of you. And then, as I said, there are the dies that come with it as well. So I was able to cut out the monster and his cupcake and the balloons and the word here as well to put together this fun and colourful card, which I couldn't help but add some googly eyes to as well. So that is the March release from Neat and Tangled. So fun. So many just, I think, staple products here that you kind of just like need to have in your stash. And that you can just do so many different things here. Spring cards or grieving cards or birthday cards or anything in between. Oh, the sequins! I forgot to show you the sequins. This is called Light and Luminous, and let me just get some white paper here. Look at that, isn't that pretty? There are 3 different colors in here. There's a clear one, and there's a pale pink one, and then there's like a lilac colored one as well. And they come, each of the colors comes in a variety of sizes into this mix as well. So really, really pretty. That is officially it for the March release. Thank you for joining with me. I will see you again next month with some fun products as well. But in the meantime, you need to get shopping and get some of these into your stash so that you can get creating. Have a bunch of fun. I will see you again. Bye.